and salutations, everybody. This is another Naturegirl predictions video for Night of Champions 2015. Guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you here. When it comes to the build for this pay-per-view, it has not been stellar. It has not been that good. Not as good as some of the big four pay-per-views, and I will admit they have pulled a lot of WrestleManias out of their butt at the last minute. But there's been a lot of issues going on, especially with a somewhat semi-major feud that's going on right now with one of the individuals being injured, and I will get into that a little bit later. But guys, I am hoping that the Night of Champions pay-per-view will be a decent one, but I'm starting to doubt it. But either way, guys, let's move on from there and let's get started talking about the kickoff match. Okay, guys, the first kickoff match, well, the official kickoff match of Night of Champions 2015 is going to be Adrian Neville and the Lucha Dragons versus the Cosmic Wasteland. Guys, I have no idea about the Cosmic Wasteland. I heard that they actually did get together on SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown that often, but let's be honest. As much as I love the Ascension and who they stand for, I can't really say the same thing about Stardust. Stardust has not really had a stellar run lately. Sure, he's starting to pick up steam while trying to get some collaborations going on with the Cosmic King and whatnot. But I am not particularly sure how the Cosmic Wasteland is going to add up. But I really do feel that they need this win more than the faces. I'm sorry. I love Adrian Neville. I love the Lucha Dragons and definitely Lucha itself. But the heels need the win here. Stardust hasn't had such a great run, and we all know the Ascension hasn't either. They need this win more than the faces. My vote goes directly to the heels, Stardust and the Ascension, aka the Cosmic Wasteland, for the win. Okay, guys, the next match that I'm going to talk about is the match that actually did have a lot of steam behind it, but then it started to fizzle out really quickly, and now that one of the characters, a part of the storyline, is injured, it is going to end fairly quickly and fairly abruptly and probably just completely fizzle and fall flat. I am talking about Ziggler versus Rusev. And let's be real here, guys. This was not about the guys. This feud at all was never about the guys. It was about Summer Rae and Lana. But now that Lana's injured, she's with a broken wrist, she's going to be out for 4 months, this storyline fell flat. But now that they actually pushed so much into it, they gotta keep going. They can't afford to quit. So now Summer Rae is the chick in the middle, as usual, which is a completely huge waste of Summer Rae. But unfortunately, they're still doing this thing, and it's a match that's going to be between Rusev and Ziggler. But now that Lana's not going to be there ringside, unless she might be, I don't know. She has a broken wrist. She can still show up, but just can't perform. So I'm just going to have that in mind. There's a chance that Ziggler may come off on top here, or there's a chance that Lana may go back to being heel. I have no idea, and somehow Summer Rae is going to be the face and be on Ziggler's side, and how Lana's going to go back to Rusev. There's huge possibilities here. Just because she has a broken wrist does not mean she will not show up. Something's telling me that she might show up, and if she does, it brings a little bit more life to this ridiculous storyline. And I'm hoping that it actually does come to a close tonight. Well, not really tonight. Tomorrow night, which is going to be on Sunday, but I'm hoping that this will come to a close at Night of Champions, because this is really getting old. But honestly, guys, as for who's going to win this match, I don't see Rusev winning it, because I just don't. I'm sorry. There's really a lot against him, especially the unfaithfulness, I suppose. I don't know what they have, but they lack chemistry, and you can't even buy it. Seriously. You can't buy their relationship for anything. And even if they were going out storyline wise, you would never know it. But since that Rusev has a lot going against him, I don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to win. But right now, my vote goes to Ziggler for the win. Possibly Lana being at ringside by his side, regardless of her skepticism. That might happen, but that's my vote. Rusev will lose this match, and Ziggler will be the one to win it. Alright guys, let's talk about this next match here. I am talking about Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the IC title. This is a clear win for Kevin Owens, guys. It really is. Kevin Owens is one of the hottest tickets out there. He's one of the best heels. He has been very dominant, let alone been in one of the most high-profile feuds of his entire career in WWE by going up against Cena. One of the best moments that literally put Cena on edge. If they actually don't give the belt to Kevin Owens, I will be shocked, because Ryback has done nothing with the belt. Him being a face is probably one of the worst decisions they have ever made. And this is my humble opinion here, because Ryback, in my opinion, is better as either an anti-hero or a heel. But I digress. As for him being a title holder, he hasn't really done much with the belt. And many people are like, well, he hasn't had a lot of competition. I'm going to be honest with you. The match at SummerSlam could have been one of the best matches in his career, but it had one of the screwiest finishes ever. And they had far too many, so they really do need to make this up to people who really were pissed that night. Well, okay, let's be real here. They need to have this match make not only Kevin Owens look good, but have Ryback look good. Have Ryback look like a fighting champion, because Kevin Owens is going to throw everything at him. And I know it's going to seem like I'm more of a mark for Kevin Owens, but he is fairly dominant, since what he did to Cena was incredible. But Ryback is a very strong guy. They have to make it look like he's a fighting champion, something that he wants, something that to make this belt look valuable. He has to fight Kevin Owens with all he has, and they have to make it look good, because if they don't, it's going to make Ryback look bad as a champion, and it's going to really piss off a lot of people for Kevin Owens. But it's going to make Kevin Owens look weak if they do a really screwy finish with it. They have to make this clean, and this is just my opinion. But as for the winner of this match, clearly this is a surefire win for Kevin Owens. But I have no idea which direction it's going to go, because they have switched it up before. But my vote goes to Kevin Owens for the win. Alright, it is tag team talk, y'all. Tag team talk, with the tag team titles up for grabs, with the New Day, who happens to be the current tag team champions, versus the Dudley Boyz. Man, a lot of people have made a lot of assumptions for some of the videos that I have watched, thinking that the New Day will keep these belts. But let's be real here, guys. They're bringing back the freaking Dudley Boyz. The Dudley Boyz. Do you honestly believe that they brought back the Dudley Boyz just to have them put over? Even though that is a job of a legend, mind you. These are the freaking Dudley Boyz. They invented TLC. Do you know how pissed off the fans would be, and how much money they would lose if the Dudley Boyz did not take the belts from them? They would probably lose a lot of freaking money. So I highly doubt that the New Day is even up there with the Dudley Boyz to beat them, unless they clearly were told to lay down. That's the only way. We have seen these guys. We know how vicious they could be. From the Attitude Era, from where they were back at ECW, they will destroy and annihilate the New Day. And it's not because I hate the New Day. I don't like them, but that shows how great they are as heels. And I will admit, Xavier Woods is darn entertaining. He's downright entertaining when he's out there in the ring with his trombone, screaming to the top of his lungs for the rest of the group, not really doing much anything, but he's practically entertaining. I will admit that. But as for going up against the Dudley Boyz, no freaking way they can beat them clean. I'm sorry, not right now, because they weren't even around when the Dudley Boyz were there. So let's be honest here. The Dudley Boyz has a higher game than the New Day. And if they actually have the New Day win, it's not going to be believable. It won't be. So honestly, and on the real, my opinion for the winner of this match and the new tag team champs, the Dudley Boyz. Nuff said. Oh boy. I dread talking about this match ever since that monstrosity on Raw. I don't know what they were thinking, but good grief, they pissed a lot of people off that night. They really did. And the WWE, if they don't want to lose any more money, they better get this match right. This is the Divas match. The Divas Championship match with Nikki versus Charlotte. Man, did they really just go below the bar on Raw this previous week, this previous Monday. They really messed it up for themselves. And you can tell there was not a lot of happy people in the house. And they really do need to make this up. They need to get this right and on point. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Charlotte, either or, like I said in my video, regardless, it was going to be a rematch at this pay-per-view. It was going to be a rematch at Night of Champions. But the way they did it was so bad. They can't have any screwy finishes here. They got no choice but to make this clean. If they literally decide to make this a screwy finish, they're going to really lose a lot of subs. They will. And that's going to hit them where it hurts. So we know that now Nikki Bella achieved the unachievable, and she beat AJ Lee's record of probably 4 or 5 days. And yay, she did it. Woo, whoop-de-doo. So now that that's over, we all know that the clear winner here has to be Charlotte, but they got to make it look good. They got to make it look good. They got to make Nikki look like she's fighting for it. Charlotte's definitely hungry for it. She's going to take her out. But Nikki has got to make herself look good and like a fighting champion no matter how hard it gets. This match got to be stellar and top notch to make up for that ridiculousness that we saw on Raw. They got to make this match A. They gotta bring their A game, and it's gotta be an A+ match. They got no choice but to make this look good. And Nikki better look good doing it, or she's gonna look worthless. Seriously, she's gonna look like a worthless champion if she doesn't make it look good. But I know she is. She's gonna bring her A game when it comes to this. And I think this is gonna be pretty much one of the main events of the night. I really feel that this is going to probably be maybe the second main event of the night. Maybe the third, since we got like Sting and Cena. But this is going to probably be the third main event of the night, in my opinion. And they got to make it look good. But obviously, the champion here is going to be Charlotte. And I'm going to really mark out when that happens. But I know that Nikki is going to give it her all. And this is going to be a really great match to watch. And I do look forward to it. Okay, we have finally arrived to one of the main events of the night. This may be the first, this may be the second. I don't know. If it's Sting, it's going to probably be the last. But here's one of the main events of the night. Seth Rollins got to pull double duty, y'all. He's got to pull double duty for Night of Champions. The first match he's going to have is going to be for the WWE World Heavyweight title against Sting. Y'all know how I feel about Sting, but I'm gonna put my personal feelings aside for the guy and just be fairly honest and fair. Well, I guess that's the same thing, but I'm just gonna be fairly honest about my opinion of this match, as well as who the champion is going to be. Now, there's been far too much hoopla about Sting and his return, as well as him performing in the first match ever in 15 years, blah 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 blah. But moving on from there, I will say that Sting, I don't see him winning. I'm sorry. I don't see the icon beating Seth Rollins. And it's not because of my feelings for him. Feelings about the guy. But I just don't see it happening. I really don't. Even if Seth Rollins loses the U.S. title, it kind of doesn't matter. Compared to the big belt. Compared to the World Heavyweight title. But do you know how humiliating it would be if Sting actually did take the belt off Seth? It would make Seth look like a complete waste of anything. It will make him look worthless. It's bad enough that his entire half of his career, well, not half of his career, but it's bad enough that for a certain period of time, that even after his accomplishments getting to that point, he was eclipsed by Brock Lesnar and Taker. Do you know how bad it's going to make Seth Rollins look, as well as the people? Well, actually, it may go two ways. Just now thinking about it. If Seth Rollins actually does lose the belt to Sting, and if he does lose the belt to John Cena, it's going to probably start off the feud between him and Triple H. There's been rumors about it for months now. There's a possibility that he is going to be facing Triple H at WrestleMania. That could be the case. I don't know. Things change all the time. But if he loses both belts, he's going to be gearing to a feud against Triple H. if he keeps the World Heavyweight title and loses the U.S. title to John Cena. I don't know what direction it might go from there. It might still hash off a rematch with him versus Sting. But honestly, guys, I don't see Sting taking the belt. I just don't. I wish I could, but I don't. It makes more sense because Sting, his whole major purpose of coming back was to face Taker. But now that he can't face Taker the way he wants to, it would make sense for him to actually take the title. It would make sense in that case. But as for a clean win, I don't know. I know Seth Rollins is going to give it his all, but I know that Sting he's not as quick as he used to be. He really isn't. So I don't really see that Sting is going to take the belt here. Unless he pulls a couple of dirty tricks, which he really can do. I just don't see him taking the belt. I see Seth Rollins for the win. Okay, guys, we have reached the end of this discussion, but this could be the first main event or the second main event. I don't know, but this is for the U.S. Championship. This is Seth Rollins versus Cena for the U.S. title. Do I imagine Cena taking the belt back? Yes, I actually do picture that. And it's not because of the fact that he's Cena. It's the U.S. title. It's the starter belt. That's what it is. I'm not saying the U.S. title is worthless. It all depends on the holder. And I will admit and give credit where credit is due. John Cena did a good job making that belt seem like it was worth something. Even though he kind of somewhat eclipsed the World Heavyweight title, which is a no-no, he actually did bring some worth to the U.S. Championship, while Seth really isn't. So I honestly will be okay if he takes the title back. Not to mention that he probably may have some more open challenges, which will open up another feud. So I'm completely fine with that. And I actually do see John Cena taking the belt away from Seth Rollins. Okay, this actually did pop up in my head, and I have to discuss this because this could be a determining factor. Going back to Rollins versus Sting, there is somewhat of a changing factor here. There's one person that we cannot exclude, and that is Sheamus. Sheamus still holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's a possibility that he could cash in if he really wanted to. So even if Sting did take the belt, he could cash it out, and Sheamus can take it from him, or he can take it from Seth. Either or, well, it could happen. I mean, Sheamus could actually be the game changer here. He could be the guy that could take the belt from either dude. But it wouldn't make any sense to do it with WrestleMania being 8 months away. It makes no sense for him to cash in now, but it is a possibility. I have been wrong before. It could be a chance they may have Sheamus hold the belt until WrestleMania. We don't know. It's a huge possibility though. So I can't exclude that, and it would be downright weird of me if I actually did exclude the obvious. Okay, guys, those are my predictions for Night of Champions 2015. Stay tuned to my review right after the show on Sunday. Naturegirl 30 signing off, guys. Peace out. Later.